Wagwan, bless up. It's your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, shout out to the Tip Network. It's doing amazing things. Go over there and show the king some love, conversation, and reviews. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work. Let's go.
She's dating women. Well, she has always dated women, but...
Make it make sense. You couldn't even land the plane. And you gonna tell me what to do. They're like a poor motherfucker that's in a cardboard box telling you what you should do with your mortgage, or, you a poor. Go have several seats.
Man, I don't even know who this person is, right? I just selected this. It was sent to me. I thought it was funny. I was like, I watched a little of it. I said, okay, I'm gonna react to it. But, I mean, this is studerific right here. I mean, this is the prototypical stud.
No, that's the real stud. She looks like a rapper from a hood video. The Timbs, the jewels, the beanie, the dress attire, the shades, but yet she's kicking actual facts. Paul Pierce exposed her hard. Corey Holcomb exposed her hard. Huh, ain't that about a bitch?
You got the Timbos on, you got shorts with the sweats under it, you got a beanie. Homegirl from walking from behind. You be like, hey, homie. Turn around, you be like, my bad. But I gotta say, game recognized game, stud is kicking facts.
You know what I'm talking about?
Have several seats, Dr. Cheyenne.
No bull.
And Tasha K can't stand Cheyenne Bryant. Tasha K ain't it, man. Tasha K look at Cheyenne Bryant. She can't wait to eviscerate this woman. She can't wait to let everybody know that she don't believe nothing that woman
would love to see Cheyenne Bryant on Tasha K's show. I would tune in for that one. But see, when you come up with bullshit and you speak bullshit, you get exposed for bullshit. And that's all Tasha K does. And you can like her, don't like her. I got nothing but love for her. Because when she has the tea, she has the tea. She's a sister that takes pride in doing research. So when she comes at you, she's coming at you with receipts.
And Tasha K got the goods on her. She digged up her lady friend. She knew that she was her favorite. She called her favorite lesbian. Tasha K is tough, man. Listen, I know a lot of people don't like Tasha K. And I know a lot of folks from different camps, from our camp, don't like her. But I gotta give credit where credit is due.
And shout out to Tasha K. Shout out to the queen. Go to her channel. Show her some love as well. Let's continue.
About the situation.
She on the bowl. She cute though. She fine as hell. You fine though, baby. But she full of shit.
One of the things that I think Cheyenne Bryant does is she uses her looks to her advantage. I think she understands that looking a certain way will catch somebody off guard, and they will just listen to her.
But there's also a thing of pandering. She know who's to pander to. She know how to get that audience. What do you mean? Hurt, broken, broke, in and out of relationships, daddy issues, trauma, and so forth. Because when you look at Cheyenne Bryant close enough, you can tell she was touched as a child. You can tell that she has some childhood trauma. Eyes don't lie. Eyes tell the story. Then you got facial micros. Then you got body language. Case in point, when she was on a Paul Pierce show, and Paul Pierce was drilling her ass, just let her have it. You saw for yourself. She started stuttering. She was sitting around, moving around. Now she was uncomfortable, and she had that look on her face. Like, nigga, did you just expose me? Did you just see through me? And things that you were saying, you were actually right and accurate?
And that's why she's able to fake it till she make it. And I mean, she's making it, right? She's, people still have her on their platform, no matter what. No matter how many times she could be debunked. She was up there on Club Shay Shay. She was on Cam Newton. She's made the rounds. She's on Tonight's Conversation as a regular. So it doesn't make a difference until people look at her and just say, listen, we can't keep doing this. We have another situation of a fraud.
I think if you've been engaged 5 times, it's not the nigga.
That's 5 red flags. When a motherfucking bitch show you 5 flags, trust me, you're not going to an amusement park. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Those red flags is not for an amusement park. Listen, you don't even have a successful relationship.
And those flags, she has more than just 5 damn major flags. There's no relationship. There's never been a man she would try to disguise as one. Most of her relationships have been with women. But she's not coming out in the open and saying that. Hey, it's whatever you want to believe. No, bitch. We know you've been in a relationship with a woman. We know that you have an issue with men because everything that come out of your mouth has to do with something on the lines of putting down a black man, destroying a black man, emasculating a black man, disrespecting a black man, period. That's it, that's all. Why would a woman take advice from a woman that dates women? Help me make it make sense. You're not going to get advice from a woman that sits up here and emasculates and disrespects black men at that. The fuck is wrong with you?
And it always surprises me that people actually pay attention to somebody who can't show them a successful relationship. I mean, when I ask relationship advice, I ask people who are married if I'm trying to get married. What does it take to stay married? Why were you able to do this? Was it hard? What was the hardest thing you had to overcome?
He just said it. He just said it. What I just said. Probably worded it differently, but it's the same thing. But yet again, she knows who to pander to. She know who to draw a certain type of audience to her.
I mean, I've had couples tell me, like, hey, he cheated on me and I had to decide to stay or decide to go. How are all these people taking her advice if she hasn't shown no credentials?
10 years and you engaged for 10 years. Make it make sense.
Ladies, how do you even accept that? How do you accept being engaged for 10 years and then let her tell it? If you let Cheyenne Bryant tell it, it wasn't him. It was her. She knew he wasn't the right one. So she was comfortable wasting a decade of a...
That's like a person that I know that had the audacity to sit up there and tell me, been on and on in a relationship for the past 3 years with an individual, but just recently we've been more on than off.
I tell like a TIE is, I hate bullshit.
But yet, in all of your photos, especially on Instagram, all of your photos, you by yourself. All of your photos, you with your homegirls. Well, I don't like posting him on my platform. Fuck all of that. If an individual is in a relationship, they're going to have a few photos of them and their other. Or you just full of shit. But the fact that you would say that you've been on and off for the same person for the past 3 years, but just recently you've been more on than off, what's that say about you, the type of person you are? You're toxic. And then looking at your photos, because you like to take selfies, some of them you have filters and then some you don't, it's still the same damn thing. You wear your pain on your face, your loneliness on your face, your hurt on your face, your depression on your face.
My nigga.
Being's life, because she wasn't right. She wasn't sure it was the right time. Now, she would tell any woman, and any woman would say, hey, if he hasn't committed and really got on one knee and really made it true and we ain't walked down the aisle in 3 years, I'm out of here. But she over here playing this cappage. Man, we know damn well Cheyenne Bryant wasn't engaged for no 10 years. Shut up. She must think we fools.
She full of...
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have a successful relationship.
But hold on, player. She did fool a large number of women because look at her audience.
I want to go back to something. Look at her right now. Being a doctor, a psychologist, a psychology expert is a profession.
When I got my doctorate, I transitioned to a psychology expert, life coach. So that my hands wouldn't be tied behind my back. Because when I was a therapist working for a nonprofit under a license,
What's the name of the therapist that you worked for and the license that you worked under? Where was this place at? Where's this place located? Because ain't no way in hell a licensed therapist or whatnot have you, or a doctor is going to be dressed like that publicly. Help me make it make sense. You out there fishing.
Many things that you cannot do based on ethics and law.
And I don't know any professionals who present themselves like this and expect to be taken seriously. The only professional I know that presents himself like this is a professional bust down. A professional bust down. That's what I know. So, I mean,
if you're not going to say it, I'm going to say it, a hoe. Streetwalker. Person out there fishing.
We all know what she's selling here. I mean, we seen how she went to the event when she was wearing that cat suit with some panties. You know, she was opposite of Lizzo. She ain't got no panties on. Well, she has her panties on. That's all she had on. And so we know what she's doing.
I wouldn't even, I'm not trying to hear this. And I saw how she was trying to read Cam Newton. I saw how she was trying to read Shannon Sharp. Man, they didn't have the answers for her. You know, Shannon Sharp wouldn't have the answers for her any goddamn way.
Why you say that?
You know, no harm, Shannon. Mm-hmm. But you a lollipop. You a sucker. You gave a white $20 million. Come
Shannon caught a stray. Shannon caught a stray, but it's true. It's true. Shannon is not aware of what's going on.
Notice when she went on Paul Pierce's show, she tried that shit with Paul Pierce, but Paul Pierce blocked and threw an interception and then threw a loft and threw it right back at her and then left her shook.
What the f*** is you doing?
Every woman that's come, there's some incredible therapists, female therapists. I had one when I was in college.
Now, this is a real therapist. This is somebody who's licensed. This is somebody who's certified. This is somebody who...
This is a brother here. Now, he breaks things down. Look how he's talking. Peacefully, gracefully. He's not throwing no one under the bus. He's not emasculating anyone. He's not disrespecting anyone. He's coming from a peaceful place. He's coming from a place of, these are the things that I've went through. This is what I had done to me. I got some help. And that individual gave me a different perspective, opened up my mind to things.
Look at how he's talking and look how he handles himself and juxtapose it to how he, just look at the presentation. See, when you have a profession, you present yourself professionally at all times. That's why it's called a profession.
And I had my first professional therapist was a woman who helped build up my mental when I was starting to get to a low point.
Obviously, this man isn't like a misogynist. Obviously, he trusts women. If his first therapist was a woman, so it's not the woman factor. It's the presentation, it's the effectiveness, and it's the professionality.
She really, really helped me. And again, it really wasn't as much about the validation as much as like she was giving me practical steps of things I just needed to do because I didn't really want to talk as much. And I just did them and I felt better. And, you know, so yeah, there's definitely women who are using therapy as a form of weaponization against other parties.
And we're seeing that with Cheyenne Bryant. We're seeing it clear as day. See, this is calling her out. Let's see how she responds, knowing that individuals have receipts on her.
Also using it as as an emotional and cognitive eraser.
Man, I really want to bring this up. So I know a lot of folks who opted for couples therapy. And a lot of the fellas, I'm going to say about 60% of the fellas, when they came back and they had a woman therapist, and I was like, you know, I don't want to get too deep in your business, but you look like you need to talk. And my homie just told me, and it's happened several occasions. He says, I went in there looking for help, but it felt like I was just being ganged up on. It felt like that my opinion, I went there and I was automatically guilty, and they were hell bent against proving that I was guilty. I was the wrong party, and there wasn't really solutions. Like I couldn't talk, I was cut off, you know, like they basically went through the shaming tactics, you know, the sign language in therapy, the shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right.
Especially if you are a black couple and you go into a female therapist. Oh my gosh. That's why if you are a couple, my advice would be get therapy from a couple.
And, you know, women love to say black men don't want to get therapy. But then when a black man turns around and gets a couples therapy, what happens is that he's absolutely beat down, clowned, and eviscerated by a wrong therapist. So ladies, if you're going to couples therapy, or if you're going to therapy and you just want to talk bad about the dude, and you don't want to acknowledge anything you've done wrong in it, then you're going to lose. And I'm not saying that men aren't bad. I mean, our men don't do wrong things. I mean, there's always enough blame to go around. But I always say this.